Well, all right. Here we go again. So, yesterday, the good people at Sony decided to release their presentation, Sony State of Play, for the beginning of Summerfest for 2026. And unfortunately, I did not have enough time to do a live reaction to Sony's State of Play. So, I'm doing a video right now, just a review and my thoughts on some of the things that were released by Sony in their presentation. So I guess I'm gonna start from the beginning. The first thing they released was the first thing they presented was Marvel's Wolverine by the people of Insomniac, the same people who did Spider-Man and Miles Morales and the others. I guess it was called Spider-Man too. So as I stated previous before, Marvel. I prefer Marvel over DC. The X Men is my favorite superhero property, and Wolverine is my favorite comic book character of all time. But when this game was first announced, I was like, "Oh, okay, cool. I'm curious to see what they do with the character Wolverine." And then when they first revealed it to me, I want to say I was disappointed. I would say is not what I was expecting. So if y'all don't know, usually I don't play single player. I normally like to play competitive multiplayer games. So like Tekken, Gears of War, Tetris. I love competing. So I normally don't play single player. It's rare that I'll play a single player game. But I was like, Wolverine, why not? But when I first saw it, I was like, uh, I don't enjoy its art style. To me, it kind of looks like Marvel's Avengers. Like they try to go for it to look like hyper realistic, and I don't think that actually works for Marvel characters like this. So when they showed this presentation, I'm like, this is a slim fast version of Wolverine. He's actually very he's not as bulky as he normally is, and the character models are not very good looking. I mean, I didn't even know that was Jean Grey. I was just kind of like, is that Jean? Because I saw the red hair, and I was like, is that Jean Grey or did what? No, but yes, it was Jean Grey. And what I'm trying to get at is, I don't enjoy that art style. I think when you're doing comic book properties, especially very fantastical one like the X Men, it's better to go for a more cartoonish or animated style, uh, art style. So, for instance, Marvel Rivals looks absolutely beautiful. I mean, it looks amazing because they didn't try to go with that hyper realistic look that Insomniac is trying to go for. But um, I don't have a PlayStation 5, and I wasn't gonna spend damn near $1,000 for a PlayStation 5 just to play Marvel's Wolverine. But ever since they announced the next game we're about to get into, Marvel's Tokon, I've been considering getting it because, like I said before, I don't have a PlayStation, and I was like, what am I going to spend all that money for just to play one game? But so Marvel Tokons, they released a new trailer, Knights of Doom. You have Doctor Doom, Magneto, Green Goblin, and Carnage. First of all, the game looks beautiful. It looks better than it did when it was first revealed to us. I mean, Magneto, Green Goblin, Carnage. There's well, let's start off with Magneto. Magneto's always going to be in these games because the legacy of Marvel versus Capcom. You have to have like Magneto, Wolverine, Storm, Doom. There are just certain characters you have to have when you're doing these type of games. So Magneto was always a given, but Carnage and Green Goblin, this is their first appearance in a Marvel's fighting game. I mean, normally they go with Venom. So in the last Marvel versus Capcom game, they had went with Venom. I think Venom was a DLC, and then for them to choose Carnage, I think is an absolutely great choice and a great addition to the cast. Green Goblin, everyone's been asking for Green Goblin for like decades for him to be in the fighting game, and for him to finally be in one, super excited. Marvel Tokon Fighters is my most anticipated game of the year. It looks like I might actually have to be buying a PlayStation 5 to play Marvel Token Fighters and I guess Marvel's Wolverine. Um, but yeah, Marvel Token Fighters looks beautiful. Green Goblin, Magneto, Carnage. I can't wait to see. There's one more team they have to announce, and I think they're probably gonna announce that in Evo. It's Ghost Rider leading that team, and I think it's gotta be Midnight Suns. So my guess is they're probably gonna have like Blade, Scarlet Witch, and maybe like Doctor Strange. But yeah, Marvel took on Fighters was the highlight for me. Another game that they had presented that I was interested in is Rayman. Rayman Legends Retold. Now, I'm a fan of Rayman Legends. I think Rayman Legends has to be one of the greatest platformers ever made. It's such a very underrated game, and a lot of people don't know about it. But I was excited that they're making a new Rayman's game, but I didn't. I'm still kind of iffy on just redoing an old game that's already, to me, is perfect. They don't need to remake Rayman Legends. Rayman Legends is a perfect game, 10 out of 10. I think so. So, am I glad we're getting a new Rayman game? Absolutely. But for it to be, I guess, a reboot or a remix of an old Rayman game, knocks off some brownie points for me. But Rayman's Legends Retold, very excited. I'm probably going to pick it up. Another game that they had announced that also piqued my interest is Tomb Raider. And it looks like they're going to be doing a reboot of Tomb Raider again. Now, that first reboot of Tomb Raider, I enjoyed. I played all three of them, only beat two. I don't ever, FYI, I don't ever finish my single player games. It's rare that I finish them. Right now, I'm currently playing 007 First Light, and I don't know. I'm gonna try to finish it this weekend, but I'm I'm going off the rail here. Tomb Raider, looks interesting. Saw dinosaurs. I guess they're going back to her being a bombshell because in the original reboot, she wasn't as voluptuous as she is now. Am I gonna pick it up? Absolutely. It's gonna be on Xbox. Curious to play it. I might have to beat the last one. I think Rise of the not Shadow of the Tomb Raider. I think that is. That's the one I haven't beaten yet. Because they have these side missions where you're playing as a little kid, and I just don't have the patience for that. But yeah, Tomb Raider reboot looks interesting. I'm gonna play it because I enjoyed the reboot of the Tomb Raider, the last series of games that came out. Is there anything else? Oh, God of War. Like I mentioned before, I'm not a big single player type of guy, so it's very rare that I do that. But I did play the God of War for the PS4, the first one with Atreus. I enjoyed it. I like the God of War series. I'm not in love with it. I I think that's the only one I ever. Well, I played God of War 3, didn't beat it. I should probably go back and beat those games. It's like I said before, single player just it's hard for me to stay focused on a single player game. But yeah, God of War Lafette, you're playing as Faye, Kratos' dead wife. Right now, I'm hearing some people are complaining about it. Like, why are we playing as her? Personally, to me, it looked interesting. I mean, like I said, I would have to get a PlayStation 5 to play all these games, and I don't know if I want to pay that much money because you got to get a PlayStation, and then you got to get PlayStation Online, and then you got to buy all these games. And for me, playing single player game for the most part usually isn't worth it because they want you to dish out like $80 for a game you're only gonna play. For me, I play a single player game once, and then I usually don't ever play it again until I like completely forget about it. It has to be like 5, 6, 7 years down the road before I come back to playing that single player game. So buying single player games at full price has never been a thing for me, but since I'm streaming them now, I might do it. I mean, if y'all guys want to see me play these single player narrative games, I'll play them, but normally I don't do that. But yeah, God of War Lafette, Kratos' dead wife. I mean, I have nothing personally against it. Like I said before, I like God of War. I don't love it. I mean, the reason why I played the first God of War, it was on discount. It was like $26, and I'm like, $26 for a weekend game? Might as well do it. But looks good to me. Looks interesting. Some people have issues with it because I guess they want to play as Kratos. I don't mind. Spin-offs are usually interesting. I mean, how many times we're gonna play as Kratos? I know people love Kratos. I mean, he's been the lead character for like what, a dozen games now. There was the 3 original trilogies. They had a bunch of prequels, and then you got the 2 games. So veering away from Kratos' story, to me, is something new and interesting, and I think people should give it a chance. But those are wait, there was another game, Onimusha. There was Onimusha. I mean, I didn't play it. My brother played Onimusha on a PS2. I always thought it was interesting. I don't know if I would actually go out and buy an Onimusha game, but that's one of the games that piqued my interest. I'm curious to see more. It looks beautiful. I'm not gonna lie. Onimusha looks absolutely gorgeous. The new one that's coming out, but like I said, at the price point, I only play single player game one time, and then I usually forget them. So I don't know if I'm gonna go play that. But those are the games that to me that stood out that I was most interested in. Marvel Token Fighters, Marvel's Wolverine, Rayman, which is also coming out on Xbox, Tomb Raider coming out on Xbox. So like out of all the games I just mentioned, they're like 2 of them are like PlayStation 8. Well, 3 of them. I don't know if I still have to play God of War Ragnarok. I haven't played it yet or beat it. I'll probably do it soon. But yeah, to me, those were the highlights of Sony's State of Play. The overall grade, I'll give it a 8.5 out of 10. A few games in there that are a must play. A few games that I like that I'm interested in. Unfortunately, I still have to buy PS5. I'm repeating myself now, but yeah, that's my thoughts and review on Sony's State of Play that they had presented yesterday. Uh, there is going to be a Xbox game show on Sunday. I am going to do a live reaction to that. They're going to have Gears of War E Day. Since you already know I'm a Gears head, that's primarily what I play. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And that's about it. That's about it. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll see y'all on the next one.